Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
To throw again, Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You know, you're thinking of this Thanksgiving just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host. I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson will throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4th down, here's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. Brings up 3rd down.
Play action. It's Fields. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as a sack. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gould. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers it.
It's a running play. You're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. If I'm taking it right down Broadway, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run down for Nwangu. And a short gain here, down to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Dawson Knox, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And that would not. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw again is Jackson. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter. On the ground on just 7 carries.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it? Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes him susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Detroit.
Kene Nwangu.
30 yards.
And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point down. Cook now to kick this one away. Valentine now from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
The former LSU Tiger, Dante Jackson, on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Inside handoff to Mixon. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
The 30. 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Bears 14. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Malik Harrison in there to bury him for a loss of 11. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll be about a full